Hello, name's Dennis Spencer here. I am here with my friend Shane Purcell. Of course, you have seen him on his videos. We like to talk about TNA, WWE, and well now TNA called Impact Wrestling. Yeah,
Yep.
right.
You're right.
He had some thoughts back from Thursday's night show, and I watched it. Agree with most of it. I took some notes about it. I left them at home, but I kind of know what the gist of it. Basically, there was about in 2 hours of this show, you had listen to this, Shane. 22 minutes wrestling.
That's all.
That's it.
That's like that. That's it.
And a lot of talking, a lot of segments. The longest match of the whole show, like Shane was talking about, was ODB versus Velvet Sky. And
That was the
ODB,
best match.
the best. Yeah, I agree. The best match there. Plus, you know, she was.
It didn't turn out like I wanted
It
it.
didn't turn like you wanted to turn it out. Yeah, and Velvet Sky was just getting her rear kicked in, and
Then she
and
wins.
all of a sudden DDT, boom, 1, 2, 3,
That's it.
match over. You know,
What was that
Velvet
all
wins,
about?
and then walks out of the ring. But a few things I didn't get was when the bar fight incident with Samoa Joe and Crimson. I mean, what did they? They come together. They say,
Yeah.
"Hey, let's do this video and just beat the living tar out of each other."
Yeah.
Um,
Did it show up? His friends.
and it only lasted for like what, a minute and a half. They show this, and that was it.
We didn't know why.
And we don't know why. It was just, and that was the build, all the build up they get for their match tonight
Right.
at the pay per view. And then also, what I didn't get, you had on the Slammiversary card, you had Matt Morgan against Scott Steiner, and they had nothing building them up. I mean, they weren't even on the show. I mean, didn't even talk about them except when it was for the card. You know,
Yeah. We don't know why they're wrestling. They're just wrestling.
They're just wrestling, just two big guys wrestling. That's it. And then another segment I didn't quite understand was the whole Devon Dudley, Pope. I didn't get it. Bringing the family in, getting them
Yeah.
involved. I mean, I'm getting sick and tired of families getting involved in
Yeah.
storylines.
What's that all about?
Yeah, case in point, you had Kurt Angle, Jeff Jarrett,
Yeah,
and
that's
Karen
getting old.
Jarrett. It's getting old. Which, pretty sure tonight, he says that Karen Angle won't be there.
She'll be there somewhere. or
So
another.
some way or other, it's going to happen. And, we may be wrong. We may be blowing smoke. But I have a good,
Something's up.
something's up, a good idea that she'll be there. And something will happen. Because it seems like every time Kurt Angle has just been kicking Jeff Jarrett's butt every match they've had on these pay-per-views the last few months. And it seems some way or other he loses. Jeff Jarrett, gets the nod with the victory, and then he just rubs it in his face. But let's hope tonight that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And
But knowing TNA,
mhm.
Karen will probably come out there, take her heels off, and hit somebody with it.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. And the beginning segment, I kind of timed this segment when they had Bischoff, Hogan, and Sting, Anderson, the whole build up for this match. Timed it 10 and a half minutes.
Started out talking.
Started out, talking about Mick Foley, this and that and the other. I'm getting tired of, talking in wrestling shows. I know it's part of it, but a little less, a little bit more wrestling. I mean, you had 5 matches and they last what? 3 minutes, 4 minutes,
These
5
matches
minutes,
should be
6
lasting 10 to 15 minutes apiece.
10 minutes. I mean, like Friday night, I watched SmackDown. Watched the match
I
between.
missed SmackDown. I haven't been watching it lately. But
Watched Randy Orton against Sheamus. No DQ. About 18, 19 minutes. Great
yeah.
match. We left that much time for them to, tell their story in the ring. The only thing I didn't like part of it was the end of it. Christian coming out at the end,
Yeah.
attacking
Now, I
Randy
didn't
Orton.
see that end of that. I saw the end of that. I think.
Well, he did the same thing like he did last Friday after Randy Orton won the match.
Yeah.
He hit him with a belt. That's about the same thing that happened
So
again.
is he a bad guy now or a heel?
Yeah, they're kind of making him a heel now because he doesn't want nothing.
He don't
to
need
do.
no peeps.
He don't need no peeps. He don't need the fans. He don't need the WWE universe and all that stuff. It seems like every time it's like every week we hear Christian come out. It's like then Teddy Long comes out. So let's poll the audience. Why do we need to poll the audience? Fans, we don't need to know.
Wrestle.
That's it. That's all I want.
You don't
But
need
leading,
no talking.
but leading the SmackDown, I mean, I had the first match I watched was the Core, Wade Barrett.
Core's still around.
Core,
I didn't know
well,
that.
not ananymore after Friday night. Well, they
Yeah.
had them wrestling Ezekiel Jackson and the Usos.
That's a big boy.
Six-man tag. Good, tag team match. I mean, with especially the Usos and Ezekiel Jackson, I think that's a good pairing.
Mm-hmm.
With those three guys. I mean, you got Ezekiel. I mean, the
Big boy.
big hoss and 300 pounds. You got the Usos. Rikishi's cousins. I mean, and you could tell.
Actually, it's his son. Yes.
Actually, son. Sorry.
Same thing. They're all the Samoans are related in wrestling.
That's you're about right, but
They really always.
but the great 6-man tag, and then Wade Barrett says, "Okay, I'm just walking out, leaving. I have nothing to do. I did my part. That's it." And then the Usos clean house. Ezekiel puts Justin Gabriel in the torture rack, and that was it. It seems like Justin Gabriel is the whipping boy, to end matches. It seems like he gets super kicked,
He always has
clotheslined. All in all, he gets the short end of the stick.
been. Yeah.
And so when they had a segment after the match saying, "Hey, we're done with you, Wade. Hey, do it on your own at the pay-per-view. We have nothing to do with you."
Capital punishment.
Yeah, capital punishment. But they had a Divas match. AJ against Tamina. And you're looking at this comparison. Okay, you go AJ, little 5'2", short. You think she has no chance against Tamina, the daughter of Jimmy Superfly Snuka. I mean, you can tell she is built. She could be probably a Divas champion.
Oh yeah.
No question. But, Tamina dominates most of the match, and then all of a sudden, AJ pulls a roll up, boom, match over. AJ went. It was a good match, no doubt, but, AJ has that the diva style of Rey Mysterio in her. Does a lot of high-flying moves.
Right.
Still a little green, but she'll get it once, further down the road.
Yeah.
And then you had Sin Cara wrestling Ted DiBiase. Poor Ted gets no respect.
I got a question about Sin Cara. Well,
What's the question?
Well, you know this. Well, you probably asked the same question. I think you do. Mentioned it. Why do they always have the lights out when he wrestles?
I don't get it. I mean, he
Does he
comes
not want to
out.
be seen partly, or is he? What is that all about?
I don't get it.
Turn the lights on, man.
Turn the lights on. You're not ugly. You're just wearing a mask.
Maybe they don't want us to see his his trampoline he jumps off.
Yeah. The
I
time
don't
we
know,
were,
that-
the
I
time
honestly-
that the time that I was there, the day after WrestleMania, he botched that move and he almost messed it up.
Actually, I thought he really jumped in the ring like that until I realized, wait a minute. I don't think you can jump in the ring like that.
Yeah. So how can he jump from over there?
That's good.
But anyway, he wrestled Ted. Of course, Cody comes out in that hideous-looking, idiotic plastic mask.
He's still wearing that mask.
Still wearing it, thinking he's ugly. But he's coming out, got his baggers, putting bags on people's heads.
Yeah.
And then, Sin Cara's wrestling a great match with Ted. Ted messed up a little bit of his moves, but all in all, it was a good match. And then, Cody comes in, interferes. Then they start beating down Sin Cara. Daniel Bryan comes in. Looks like Daniel Bryan's beefed up a little bit.
He probably
He's
has.
not skinny
Yeah.
anymore. He's beefed up a little bit.
I still like Daniel Bryan, regardless of what everybody else thinks about it.
I agree. And came down, made the save. Then Teddy Long comes out, tells, hey, we're going to do a tag match.
Yep.
Turned out to be a great tag match. Ended up with, Sin Cara and Daniel Bryan getting the win. It was funny how the finishing move, the way Daniel Bryan did it, you know, he it seemed like I don't know how Ted was had him in some type of move, and then he turned it around and got him in like got him in a label lock. You know,
Yeah.
I can't remember what the move was.
Who did that?
That was Daniel Bryan. He did a move and reversed it and made it into a label
So he's
lock.
a really technical wrestler.
Yeah, real good technical wrestler. So Sin Cara and Daniel Bryan won that match, and also we had one of those squash matches. You know, they always have the squashers with this Jinder Mahal guy came the FCW call up and wrestling Trent Beretta, and that was like 2 minutes done over. This is all we're going to get out of him is these 2 minute matches. Build him up for anything. It's kind of like with Alberto Del Rio. Who's Alberto Del Rio? It's all of a sudden he's doing these matches. Next thing you know, he's like getting title shots. Let's just hope this just happened with Jinder.
Yeah.
I don't agree. But anyway, back to the last match with Randy Orton, Sheamus. Made it no DQ, which made us okay. Might see some little violence here. Kendo stick involved. I saw the welts
I like that.
on Randy Orton's back and front. They had a move where they brought the steps in the ring, steel steps.
Yeah.
Or they did a thing off the ropes. Orton does the running power slam, lands Sheamus on the steps, landed on the corner of the steps.
Man. Don't see that.
I cringed, and you could see the welt, the
Yeah.
big red welt on Sheamus's back. How he, how
I
they
saw the tail end of that match. I wish I'd seen that.
and end up being a good match. All in all, and of course what happened at the end.
Yeah.
With
Yep.
old Christian get involved, and now that's a title match for Cowboy Punishment. Which so far you got, of course, the poster boy John Cena against R-Truth.
Poster boy.
And
He'll
then-
definitely be there.
Yeah, poster
He'll
boy.
definitely be in the main event too.
And
So,
also you got Christian against Randy Orton for the title. You got Alex Riley versus The Miz, which I think might be the show stealer.
that would probably be
What
the
do you
best
think?
match of the night. Because I like Alex Riley now, believe it or not. I like his
A-Rod's
intro.
growing on you.
I like his intro music. I like his style. Thank God he's not with the Miz anymore. That got old fast. That briefcase thing,
I wonder how long it was going to be before starts carrying around the briefcase. It's been like
Yeah.
6-7 months after Money in the Bank, and he brought it to WrestleMania. I was like, give me a break.
Yeah.
Stop the stop the bleeding on that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he's on his own. Gonna face the Miz. The Miz kind of
That
blew
probably,
me
like
too.
you said, the best match of the night.
But that will probably be the best match of the night because all the other ones just right now just don't look.
And it'll probably last at least 15 minutes. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
Is he
15.
going to be able to make it?
That's the way all the matches. Excuse me.
Is Miz going to be able to make the match?
Is Miz going to be able to?
Out that during the dark match, they thought he had a possible broken leg.
That's true. We
Yeah.
don't know.
Don't report to him.
We had comments from the Peanut Gallery.
Yes.
Um,
That was my wife. She loves Alex Riley.
He was talking about Miz might have possibly have a broken nose or anything, but it seemed like Monday night he didn't show it. But we'll
But
see.
if you think about it, he's can't wrestle with a broken nose. Please.
Get out of wrestling. Can you give me a
Yeah,
break?
we cry like a baby.
And then you got, they made an Intercontinental title match with Wade Barrett and Ezekiel Jackson again. So hopefully that match will turn out better than these no DQ, disqualifications, countouts, things like this. I want somebody winning. I'm
Yep.
pulling for Zeke because Zeke needs it.
They need to push him hard.
Push him hard.
The big boy needs to win some match. He needs to get up there.
And last but not least, I'm going to give my predictions for
Here we go.
Slammiversary. I'm not watching the pay-per-view. I just think this is how I think it's going to go.
I won't be watching it either, but
Anyway, Matt Morgan, Steiner. I think Steiner's too old to be winning matches. What, 50? Still doesn't call himself the big bad booty daddy. Give me a break.
you're right. He's still got. At least he's not doing the Papa Pump's your hookup. Holler if you hear me.
I'm ready for the DNA of TNA
Yeah.